Dear students, let us look at the 10th problem. An aluminum wire and a steel wire, say this is wire 1 and this is 2, of same length. So given L1 is equal to L2 is equal to L. They are having same length and cross section. Cross sectional area also same. Are joined end to end. The composite wire is hung from a rigid support and a load is suspended from the free end. If the load is common to both wires, so load is common. F1 is equal to F2 is equal to F. If the increase in the length of the composite wire, see increase in length means elongation, that is delta L of the composite wire. That means net elongation. So net elongation means delta L1 plus delta L2. Elongation in first wire and elongation in second wire. So the total elongation is 1.35 mm. Find the ratio of the number 1. Stress in the two wires. So sigma 1 by sigma 2, that is asked. Further, strain in the two wires, ratio of epsilon 1 by epsilon 2, that is also asked. We know that sigma, that is stress, is equal to force by area. Therefore, sigma 1 by sigma 2 means here F is there. So you write F1 by F2. Here A is there. Therefore you write A1 by A2. F1 and F2 both are same. A1 by A2. See, cross section is same. Both are having same cross sectional area. Therefore you have 1:1. So this is one answer. Now second one. Ratio of strain in the two wires. That is sigma 1 by sigma 2 is equal to how much? So we know that sigma is increase in length by original length. Therefore, sigma 1 by sigma 2 is equal to delta L1 by delta L2 for this, divided by L means L1 by L2. Here delta L1 by delta L2 by, but they are having same length. Therefore we have delta L1 by delta L2. That is, so we got this relation. But the individual elongations are not given. Now let us write formula for Young's modulus. But y is equal to stress by strain, or this can be written as F by A into L by delta L. From this you can write delta L is equal to FL by AY. So now we want this, therefore let us write delta L1 by delta L2 is equal to, for F you write F1 by F2, for L L1 by L2, divided by, for A A1 by A2, for Y Y1 by Y2. Here load is common to both wires. They are having same lengths. They are having same cross section, but they are different materials, therefore they have different Young's modulus values. So this is equal to, see, this is in the denominator, so we get the fraction reversed. Now this is a second equation. From 1 and 2, epsilon by epsilon 2 is equal to delta L1 by delta 2, and delta L1 by delta 2 is equal to y2 by y1. Therefore epsilon 1 by epsilon 2 is equal to y2 by y1. So substituting the values, y2 means steel, y1 means aluminium. Steel Young's modulus is 2 into 10 power 11. Aluminum Young's modulus is 0.7 into 10 power 11. So 2.0 by 0.7, that is 20 by 7. This is another answer. Next problem. 4 identical hollow cylindrical columns of mild steel support a big structure of mass 50,000 kg. See, this problem resembles the solved example. There was (10.3) where on a person's two thighs, other performance and furniture he carries like this. Here a big structure is supported by 4 columns. See the total mass, let me write. Total mass. So total load, that can be W or gravitational force. So this total load is carried by 4 columns. So load on each column this much. Now, so this is force. The inner and outer radii. The column is in the shape of hollow cylinder. Its inner radius is smaller, outer radius is capital R. Now we want its cross-sectional area. Cross-sectional area of each column. It is outer circle area minus inner circle area gives us the shaded part area. So pi into r square minus small r square. Capital R is 60 centimeters, small r is 30 centimeter. Therefore, capital A is equal to 3.14 60 square minus 30 square. So we get centimeter square. Centi means 10 power minus 2. Meter square. Now let me write formula for Young's modulus. Y is equal to force by area divided by change in length by original length, that is F by A into L by delta L. Now in our problem we are asked to calculate compressional strain. Strain is asked. Strain means delta L by L. So from this we get delta L by L is equal to F by AY. F by AY. So F value is 122500 newtons divided by cross sectional area minus 4 and Young's modulus two into 10 power 11. So from this we get 0.7 into 10 power minus 6. A piece of copper having a rectangular cross section of dimensions are given so that we can calculate the cross sectional area. Cross sectional area, capital A is equal to 15.2 mm into 19.1 mm, that is equal to 290.32 mm square. 290.32 millimeter means 10 power minus 3. Now force is given 44,500 newtons. Strain is asked. Strain is equal to force by area. So we get 1.52. Sorry, this is stress. Stress is equal to force by area. So we get 1.52 into 10 power 8 Newton per meter square stress. Now we want, so strain is asked. So, but Y is equal to longitudinal stress by longitudinal strain. Young's modulus is equal to stress by strain. From this, strain is equal to stress by Young's modulus. So stress value 1.52 into 10 power 8 divided by Young's modulus of copper, that is 120 into 10 power 9. So we get 0.128 into 10 power minus 2. So this is the answer. A steel cable with a radius of 1.5 centimeters, radius 1.5 centimeter, 10 power minus 2, supports a chairlift at a sky area if the maximum stress is not to exceed stress 10 power 8 Newton per meter square. What is the maximum load the cable can support? Load, how much? So stress is equal to force by area or load by area. Now this gives F, stress is shown by sigma. So F is equal to sigma A. Cross sectional area, circular cross section, therefore pi r square. So load, maximum load it can support stress maximum into pi r square. Maximum stress is, so this is maximum stress, 10 power 8 into 3.14 into 1.5 into 10 power minus 2 whole square. Seven 7.07 into 10 power 4 Newton. A rigid bar of mass 15 kg is supported symmetrically by 3 wires. See, this is a rigid bar of mass 15 kg and this is supported symmetrically by 3 wires, each 2 meters long. See, total mass 15 kg, total load 15 kg into 9.8, that is mg, that is equal to 147 newtons. Now 3 wires each 2 meters long. It means, see, copper wire, iron wire, copper wire, they are having same lengths. LC is equal to Li is equal to L is equal to 2 meters. Those at each end are of middle. Determine the ratios of their diameters if each is to have the same tension. Each is to have the same tension. That means force on tension means restoring force. and that is equal to deforming force, and that is equal to F. So what is given? Each should have same tension, means force on copper wire is equal to force on iron wire is equal to F. Determine the ratio of their diameters. DC is to DI is equal to how much? Now let us write the formula for Young's modulus. This gives from this A is equal to FL by Y into delta L. Now A1 by A2 is equal to, here F1 by F2, F means F1 by F2, L1 by L2 by Y1 by Y2 delta L1 by delta L2. So here force on copper wire and force on iron wire is same, to have the same tension. So they are having same length, but Young's modulus values will be different. Elongations is same. So we get this reversal because in the denominator this. Y2 by Y1. So here cross sectional area. See, we know that cross sectional area is 5d square by 4. From this we get A1 by A2 is equal to D1 by D2 whole square, and 5 by 4 this gets cancelled. Therefore now in place of A1 A2 we write D1 by D2 whole square is equal to Y2 by Y1, or D1 by D2 is equal to under root Y2 by Y1, or see, let 1 is copper and 2 is iron. So this becomes iron, this becomes copper. So substituting the values for iron 1.9, so we get 1.25. A 14.5 kg mass fastened to the end of a steel wire of unstretched length 1 meter is whirled in a vertical circle with an angular velocity 2 revolutions per second at the bottom of the circle. The cross-sectional area of the wire is this much. Calculate the elongation of the wire when the mass is at the lowest point. See, this mass is tied to a steel wire and this is being moved in a vertical circle. See, when this is making an angle theta with the vertical line, the forces working on it are gravitational force mg and tension in the string towards the center of the circle. Here mg is resolved into two perpendicular components, one along the tension and another perpendicular to that. So this is mg cos theta and this is mg sin theta. Now, so that you can write here an equation. See, to move an object in a circle, centripetal force is required. So here the centripetal force, that is force towards center of the circle, is T is towards and mg cos theta is away. So the net force towards the center is T minus mg cos theta. So T minus mg cos theta, that is the force towards the center of the circle. Therefore, that is the centripetal force. And formula for centripetal force is mv square by r or mr omega square. Since v is equal to r omega, that you know. So now T is equal to, taking this minus mg cos theta to right hand side, we get expression for tension in the steel wire. So when the mass is at lowest point, when this mass is at lowest point, then theta becomes 0. Substituting here 0, cos 0 becomes 1. So that T is equal to mg plus mr omega square. So that is the tension in the steel wire. And the tension in the steel wire is nothing but restoring force, because when it is here, gravitational force is working vertically downward and in opposite direction will be the restoring force. So the tension in the steel wire becomes restoring force. So restoring force is this much. So substituting the values, we get FR value as 2429.5. Substituting the values, we get here. See here, let us look at the data given. Mass is given, G value 9.8 and R means here length of the steel wire, that is 1 meter, and it is making 2 revolutions per second. So here omega is there, so omega is equal to 2 pi n by t, 2 pi into n value 2 revolutions per second. Here t is time, per second means here second. If here minutes is given, revolutions per minute sometimes it will be given. So here if it is a minute, here we write 60 seconds. But here is in seconds, therefore just second you have written. So 2 pi into 2, that is 4 pi. Substituting the values in this expression, we get the restoring force this much. Now we write expression for Young's modulus. Y is equal to stress by strain, that is F by A into L by delta L. So here in this problem, elongation is asked, therefore elongation is equal to FL by AY. Now substituting the values, force is restoring force, L value 1 meter, cross sectional area, the cross sectional area of the wire is given here 0.065 centimeter square. So that is given here. See here, cross sectional area is 0.065 centimeter square. So that is 0.065 into centi means 10 power minus 2 meter whole square. So substituting the value here, 0.065 into 10 power minus 4 meter square, and here y value, the y value of steel wire is 2 into 10 to the power of 11. So substituting the values, we get 1.539 into 10 power minus 4 meter.